G'day, leaders of the pack. That might be a bit close. You're going to join me right now doing one of my favorite things, watering my garden. Got a bit of a kink in my hose. So this is my very simple garden so far that you're about to see. It's simple because I made a decision when we moved into this house. It's a whole story of why and how we moved into this place. Our home was destroyed by the High Courts of Israel because of a political issue. So we were moved into this. It's called a caravilla. It's like a temporary home. That's it. That's my office. That's my massive office, guys. Anyway. So when we moved in here, I decided that every single thing in this garden, and by the way, 5 months ago, this was a hillside of rocks and shrubs and nothing else. And it's turned into a community of 17 families. So anyway, when I came here, I decided that every single thing, they're my strawberries. They're not doing very well. But I took like this little car thing that the kids don't use, and I planted strawberries in it. Anyway, so I made a decision when I came here that this garden would all be grown by my hands and nothing else. Mine and my kids' hands. Every single thing you see here, yes, it's not extravagant at all, but every single thing that is grown here, every rock that is around there, this wood, we found, we painted, we knocked together and made this as a flower thing. I don't know what you call it. Every single rock that was moved here was moved by me. Every single thing that was grown by me. So far, I have even refused to put in a watering system because I want to be the guy who has to stop his day and wants to stop his day to water his plants. To take that time out to invest in my environment, in my family's environment, so that they can, my children, my wife can watch these beautiful plants grow. This is an interesting one, by the way. It goes in cycles of like 2 weeks. I knew nothing about gardening. Nothing. So I go to the plant store once every 2 weeks or so. I chill out with the dude there. I ask him his opinion. This is our lemon tree. As you can see, look at these beautiful buds. This is our lemon tree. Anyway, so why am I showing you my garden? I'm showing you my garden because people need to have patience. People need to have patience and be willing to put the hard work in to make things grow, to create their Garden of Eden. So many people expect things to happen automatically. I don't need to put in that much work, and my business should be growing, right? I've been around for 2 years, 3 years. Why isn't anything growing? Well, what are you investing in it? My family, you know, I should have a great relationship with my children. Why don't they tell me anything? Why don't they tell me what's going on in their life? Because you're not part of their life. God forbid. By the way, this is, I see those little sprouts over there? That's grass I planted last week and it's already coming up. Look, there's big sprouts over there. Anyway, so I'm just sharing my life with you a little bit over here. Yeah, look, I found these stepping stones. I dug the holes and planted the stepping stones. This is one of my greatest successes so far. Oh, we got bees. That's so cool. That means it's doing well. Ella, our 14-year-old, created that and that. Anyway, what am I trying to tell you over here? What I'm trying to tell you is that people are not willing to put in the hard effort, the time, and more than anything, the patience to make things grow, to make things theirs. They want everybody else to do it for them rather than do it for themselves. How often do you send your education, the education of your children, to someone else? How often do you send your wife's happiness to someone or something else? Say Facebook, say go out with your girlfriends and have a good time with them. Say, I don't know, invest in work rather than your family. Are we investing in the wrong places or the right places? If I'm going to water the mud over here and there is nothing planted, then nothing is going to grow. But if I put out seeds myself, because I take responsibility as a man to put the seeds there, but first I till the soil and then I put the seeds and then I am the one that comes and waters every day, then it's my responsibility if it grows or if it dies, if it fulfills its potential or if it doesn't. But if I'm not planting, if I'm not growing in my Garden of Eden, my family, my wife, my children, my friends, my faith, well then how can I expect anything to grow? Why do I have any right to sit back and say, why is my family not communicating properly when I'm not communicating properly? Why does my family lack faith when I'm not teaching faith? Leaders of the pack stand up and make sure to take responsibility for what is sowed in their garden, because it's their garden. God put us, you and I, as men, as leaders of the pack, in charge of our garden. So it's time to take responsibility. Let's start growing.